Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're joining us live from the Intel Extreme Masters Expo in Katowice, Poland, where we are bringing you none other than the Rainbow Six Pro League. Yes, indeed. It's all going down here. We've seen the teams come out. They've all played through one round, and they've all shown that it's a close-fought battle. And that means we want to see more. So I hope that you're ready, because we still do have 3 head-to-head matches which we're going to bring you today, and they promise to be good. Our next one coming up right here is PENTA, the German team. We saw them do well in the first off, and they're going up against the Gbots, and those guys are from Spain. And they also showed before, I believe, and I'm sure the desk will correct me if I'm wrong, but they're actually standing at 1 point apiece. So much to play for here and much to prove, as they want to show to you that they are Rainbow Six Siege Pro League material. They deserve to be here. They've been battling all their way through the EU qualifications, through Go4, to be here and play in the PC part of the Pro League. And of course, there's also a PC Pro League which takes place for the US audience, or the North America. And there is the same for EU and Europe on the Xbox One. Loads to see if you're a fan of esports. But without further ado, let's look. I can see them talking. Teams on either side. That means they're getting ready, which means we can get ready. And that means going over to the man, the myth, the legend. Over to you, Panky.
Always the best introductions with Sean. I could never ask for more. But again, thank you very much, Sean. We are going to dive straight into PENTA Esports versus Gbots, and we've already heard so much about these teams from almost each other. We had Felix here from PENTA last game talking about how they have a lot of respect for Gbots, how they think it's going to be a big opponent. Gbots was saying long before the tournament even started, right, I think PENTA is one of their biggest challenges in this tournament. So to see them play each other so early on, it's awesome.
With Gbots saying, Gbots being the only 2-0 team right now, and saying what they said about
PENTA team from day one.
From day one, of
we
course.
Did you see Era go 2-0? You cast that game, you know, that's not so long ago.
Yeah, okay.
Or was it IQ shoes? Were they a bit distracted?
It's been a whole day. We're on day 2 now. I'm all out of it.
But yes, right.
Okay, so the first 2-0 team.
Strong showing.
Right, first one of the day, and for them to regard PENTA so highly, I think it'll be really exciting. This will probably be the most exciting game of the day, I think. But
very much so. I mean, it's been a little while. We will get those rosters up in a moment and go over those and give you a brief recap of these players and who's on each team. But I'm excited for the maps. We've still seen a couple of, well, we've still got a couple of maps that we haven't seen yet. Still, I'm beyond amazed we saw Presidential Plane so early on, but we've got Yacht still in there, we've got Canal still in there.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Canal.
I'm surprised we haven't seen.
And
Hereford Face has been such a, I want to say even map, to be fair.
Right.
It's very, very easy for both teams to play that. I'm surprised it hasn't slipped through as one of the few. Yacht, not so surprised at. I know a lot of teams don't like Yacht.
It's just a newer map. People aren't ready for it yet. I wouldn't want to play it. Hereford Base shocks me that hasn't been played, given that, you know, it's another one of those, it's another bandit plant map. It's like a very, I think everybody knows it well. It's been around since like the
that may literally be why it hasn't been played so much, because everyone's played it, everyone knows it. It's so easy to crack into. It's easier to just ban it away and play one of these other maps that you feel you're better at than everyone else, as opposed to one that you know everyone's good at.
True.
There are, of course, the Gbots. They're going to start off as our blue side this time. PENTA going to be our orange team, thanks to our lovely borders have annotated.
Looks a little reddish to me.
It does look very red, but orange is a difficult color to make.
It is, yeah.
And horrible on camera, to be fair. I've done it. I tried a long time ago. I was like, I could wear an orange shirt. Like, oh no, I got shut down very
immediately switched to red.
But there is your PENTA lineup: Aiga, Ovi, Pengu, Rendier, and Sai. They are feared amongst the Rainbow Six Pro League EU brethren. Not sure that the North American teams have quite the same respect for these guys yet, but I like to think that after seeing 2 days worth of play, North American squads will start quaking in their boots.
We'll see.
But we'll have to watch. We do have our maps. Do you want to hear them? Excited? You hyped?
Let's hear them.
Consulate and Chalet.
Consulate and Chalet, okay.
So Consulate, we saw nothing in day one. Now we're seeing it 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
And of course, Chalet, we've seen some very explosive games for both sides.
Right.
So,
definitely ready for Chalet again.
Yeah, we're going to look to see how people can go from that. And most of the point is whether they've learned anything from watching other people play that way. Anything you've picked up from watching teams play these games that you previously hadn't spotted from playing yourself?
A couple new angles I definitely didn't notice before, and interesting. I don't know, just the choices teams make for certainly IQ being used a lot more today than I expected, Blitz being used a lot more than I expected, and especially Arrow put Thermite away one of the games. That was surprising.
Yeah, and there on your screens is, of course, the Gbots lineup. Drid, Leon, Choi, who went massive for them in some of their earlier games and really turned around the Oregon map. In fact, they were playing on that one. Crip and Legno. So all of these guys and all of these names are people you really need to look out for. And if you get them on your team in matchmaking, just sit back and smile. You're going to have a good game if that happens. So it's, I'm just intrigued by that facial expression. I wasn't quite sure.
That threw me off for a second.
So I personally, I saw that last game. I saw it from the NSS, but Consulate, I still feel like that map, we never really scratched the surface in that last game. Like it feels like there's lots of different ways to play that map that didn't come through.
It's a map I was looking forward to seeing. That it was sort of a one-sided game, and we didn't get to see a lot of the good, real strategies that usually come with that map. So it'll be interesting to see it again on such a high-stakes game, I think, with Penta and Gbots.
Yeah, well, we're going to dive over to this castle team in just a second, but honestly, I'm going to put you on the spot again. I'm going to give you a prediction. Penta or Gbots?
I'm going to stick with Gbots, I think. They pulled off strongest in day one. Penta's been playing well, but I think Gbots going to take it.
All right, Gbots from Derek. We're going to dive straight on over to our casters then. Joe Fenny, True Talent, please take us away with this monster matchup.
Monster matchup indeed. Here we are on our first map already. We're just skipping Castigan. We're getting straight on into the action because the players have already started. But here we go. Consulate is going to be the map.
Looks like, yeah, they're going for the bottom. Usually is a very
the bottom. I thought you said the bomb then. I was like, well, that is kind of the point. Yeah, so yeah, the bottom is the correct.
Yeah, garage.
The garage, as Derek would say. But here we go. So basement, I mean, I've just cast a game on this one, and it was very much kind of slow-paced and very one-sided, to be quite honest.
Yes.
I'm hoping, especially with this matchup, Gbots versus Penta Sports, this should be on paper. Phenomenal game.
Where's that
so long
Penta
as
laying?
my mic keeps on going. I think he's underneath this, either at the bottom of the stairs or...
Okay, just peeking down into B-bomb. Just probably going to want to push through garage as well. There it is. So they'll make a hole there and get another hole looking through into B-bomb.
Yeah, so this, again, me and Derek talked so much about this. Once you've blown that garage open, it just gives you... It gives the defenders so much more to have to worry about.
Yep, and as you can see, there's only one person there, but it's just a threat. So now people can push behind, they can push to different places, and they need to have someone at least watching that place.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's not necessarily whether you use that, it's whether it's just forcing your opponent to have to react to that. It's making sure that they have too much to deal with.
It's the threat, yeah, definitely. Looking for some roam, as it looks like here.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the compositions as well. Very standard stuff, like the kind of thing we've been seeing come out all day here. So Jaeger and Bandit coming out, Pulse, Smoke, and Rook. No Frost on the side of Penta.
What's going through this guy's head?
I don't know. I think he's just waiting for roamers, maybe, to try and...
Watching Spiral Staircase for a while.
I mean, 1 minute 30 left, and we're not seeing... No one's even spotted each other, never mind got a kill.
So there's 3 people at the top.
And they've just all been spotted out by their drone, which I think just got away down the stairs as well, so pretty much getting away with that one. Now take a look at that. Iger way, way away from the sights right now. He's waiting for the push to come in so that he can go for that kind of pretty commonly done Jaeger roam that we do see fairly often.
Let's have a look at... There we go.
Here we go. The push comes on in. They're finally starting to make some progress here.
Got a bit of an idea where he is.
I think...
get him?
This is the point listening out, and it's going to be Gbots trading 1-4-1 so far. Crip gets 1. Nice. It's going to be Render. Another couple of kills come across, but it's going to be Penta landing the headshots. 3v3, as you say. And this is kind of where they need to start pushing. 40 seconds. They don't have a whole
long... little hole.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have long to play with here. They've got to start to get this diffuser.
Yeah, 30 seconds. This is going to be a rush.
Certainly is. And let's see how they go for this.
What's happening with the bomb?
Don't really want to just be dropping on down. We did see the diffuser was dropped. I think it got picked up again. Not 100% on that one. No one's currently carrying it. So
spraying the murder holes.
Yeah, just got to try and
Saw some fire.
Got 15 seconds. They've got to make something.
Yeah.
They've either got to go for the kills or they've got to find that diffuser. Oh, it looks like it's behind the overlay. In fact, it is going to be Crypt trying to get that diffuser down.
Bad drop.
It looks like he is going to be able to get it. I can't
3
quite see
seconds?
from his perspective. No, I don't think he's got it in the end, and it is going to be the end of the round.
Wow.
As Sai, actually, I think
That was
just
a-
about eliminated them in the last second.
That was a slow push. There were 3 of them at the very top looking for Aroma. Like, that was interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what... I thought that he was going for the plant there right at the end. I didn't quite see whether that was the case or not, but Sai, with 4 kills that round.
Yeah,
just
wow, good job.
Right at the end, picked up 3, just kind of going, okay, I'm done with this round. I don't care if it's about to time out. I'm going to end it first with 1 second remaining and just get that triple kill.
Yeah, it didn't need to.
Exactly,
just
yeah.
do it, why not?
So, I mean, you know,
It
just
looks like these are going
padding
up top.
stats at this point.
It looks like top floor, these.
Yeah, so I mean, this is what we saw when we cast Consulate earlier.
Yep.
We saw top floor and the garage. Kind of those were the 2 that were.
This
being
is the one I
swapped
like
between.
more than garage. People go, oh no, I think that's secure. Secure, you can go servers as well.
Yeah, but no, they're going to be going for this top floor, and this is as well where the bomb often is when you play the terrorist on this map.
Yeah.
So
Boarding up the spiral staircase.
I like this from the defenders as well, blowing holes in the walls so that you.
Yep, see through.
Can-
It's nice to reinforce part like near the hole, because if you stand near that reinforcement, you've got protection, but you've still got that hole you can peek through.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like manipulating the
Montaigne.
map so that it's on your side here. as
Montaigne's
you
in
say.
play. Interesting.
Let's see how this one pans out, because this is something Gbot's talked to us about on the desk.
I'm-
It's Penta playing it.
I'm going to guess that the Montaigne's going to go spiral stair.
We have a mute as well. Let's just point that out. Mute is on the scene, so signal jammers have been down.
Oh, okay.
Missed
Instead of
that to
Bandit.
start with.
They've gone for mute instead of bandit, it looks like. Because you do want bandit or mute. They are similar.
And as well, no, I mean, we've kind of got the 3 core defenders in Smoke, Rook, and Frost. Those are kind of the top 3 we've seen.
Yeah.
Then going for Castle and Mute. So a very interesting composition coming out from Gbot. Let's see how that one's going to pan out for them.
I'm interested to see where this Montaigne's going.
Yeah, same. It's
You do not want to go through windows with a Montaigne because you have no shield. So if you go through, you could just get shot easier.
unless you're certain that it's safe and you can get in and get your shield up, then maybe. But like someone else needs to clear that first.
Looks
You
like
can't
it
be
might.
first
Is
one
the
in.
shield looking through a window?
He's looking for a way in, I think.
Ooh, risky. He's got no protection right now.
He's actually going to drone.
He wants to get. If he can get in there, we'll get. Oh yeah, don't go in there. don't bother.
maybe I won't go in here.
Yeah, just leave it.
Maybe
Just
not
leave
gonna-
it. At least he knows there's a few people in there, at least one.
Yeah, and that's valuable scouting. But Gbot's already losing a man there.
Bit of intel.
So defenders a man down, but
Looks like he's going to try and push towards cinema. Oh, there is some going spiral. I honestly thought there was going Montaigne this way. So it looks like Montaigne's going towards cinema.
yeah.
I call it cinema.
Well, I mean, I'm curious to see how the kind of flank works out here.
Oh, what? What was that?
Oh, they came around behind.
Wow.
Looks of
Yeah.
things. In fact, no, they're kind of.
No, they shot
That's
through.
his teammate, yeah. But they don't.
Oh,
Montana's back on his feet. It was Thatcher that went down in the end, but it is going to be 4 vs 4. 1 minute left on the clock, so this is where Penta need to start
Two
to
of them
speed
spiral
things
staircase.
up a little bit here.
Other guy's going Skylight, looks like. Oh, he's down.
Oh,
Yeah, he down.
Nice.
He was going
that
Skylight.
was like cross map as well. That kill coming out from, I think it was Rendia that got that one for himself. And now with the advantage, Penta starts to push on. Look at where Iger is. They're way over to the left. Rendia finds another one for himself. Iger going to look for this roam on around. Rendia does finally go down. So the Gbot's going to be very happy about that
Yep.
news.
It's looking good, but they need to get in there. They need to get in there. The time's going down. And now it's 2v2. They have the
Just
advantage.
Tag that man, but Rook is going to be able to drop
Oh,
away. There's
1v2.
Iger on the flank. Gets that headshot with the SMG.
Nice,
This
get
is
the
the
plant down.
diffuser coming down. And now it's
Where's his
back to
friend?
Mute.
Where's his teammate?
Well,
Okay,
it's
okay.
Mute
Can
on
he do
his
this?
own
Can he
here.
do this?
He's gotta
Let's
find
see.
it. He's got to find the headshot on the first
Yeah.
one. That's so cool.
He is on full health. One of them is hurt, so he will win a trade. He's looking the wrong way.
He needs to just wait for...
Oh, and he gets... Oh,
this
can he get him? Oh my God, he did it! Really nice, really nice.
What was
Good stuff.
that? And I feel like that was kind of Penta maybe dropping the ball on that one, because he sprinted
Good stuff,
through there.
man. Yeah.
Just guy missed his first shot, turned around, pops the guy immediately to his right,
Yeah, he
and
missed
then
it,
finishes
yeah.
off the first one.
Wow.
What
Where were they
on
looking?
earth was that?
Oh, I forgot I left that hole there.
Yeah, I mean, And this is Crip as well that we talked to on the analyst desk earlier. We were saying, like, I mean, we were talking about mentality. You've got to be in that mindset of, we are going to win this game. And you can see that shining through as he just storms the base on his own, pops heads, and
he completely forgot that hole there. They were looking at oh, my God.
Look at Crip as well.
Wow.
6 kills for his team. He is.
Good stuff. 1-1.
He's got his carry pants on today. He is eating his Weetabix, and he is ready to get into this series. Gbots, let's remember, are the only team with 2 wins on the board. They're looking to turn that into 4 if they can, but Penta on a 1-1 scoreline so far. They are definitely not looking to lose any more games at this rate. So
that was really close.
We'll see whether Penta can kind of put a stop in that, because this is when you get like a clutch win like that, that's where the momentum really comes in. That's where your team is going to be hyped. You're going to be absolutely pumping with adrenaline. But can they translate that into another round win? This time it's Penta on the defense, and they're going for the same
place,
spot.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how G attacks this. Gbots.
Yeah. The G's.
The G's.
Gangster bots. Here we go. We're going to see no mute coming out this time. Pretty standard defense once more.
Got a roamer
no
downstairs.
Frost.
Can you see the one of the Penta players is downstairs roaming?
Yeah. Penta really don't seem to be that big of a fan of Frost. Frost is something we've seen a lot, but Penta specifically don't seem to really fancy it that much. Maybe it's just a personal preference.
They'll like another thing, won't they?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Jaeger. Maybe they go for the Jaeger.
This seems to be the thing that they swap it for, and obviously Bandit and Pulse as well. Pulse, again, one of these operators that certain teams seem to really favor, but other teams really not so much.
If you've got a good Pulse, you've got a strong player.
Yeah.
It's good intel, really good intel. If they're a good Pulse and they know where to look,
I think it depends on the map as well. Because, like, on, for example, Aeroplane, like, it's also close quarters that Pulse is invaluable. But then some of the bigger maps, it's kind of a little bit harder to use that to full effect. There we go, 2 minutes on the clock as we start.
Looks like he's looking to spray into Cinema. Choi, I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's Choi, yeah.
Choi, yeah, there we go. I just wanted to see his kind of view there. Because this is going to be a little firefight here.
Yeah, this is like
he knows someone's in there
for the head peek, because
he can wait there a bit.
When you go for this head peek, it's kind of like, yes, it's hard to hit you, but if they do hit you, there's no way they don't headshot you.
There's someone just in there.
Crip finds another one for himself, and that is going to mean that the attackers here of Gbots are going to have the man advantage as they push on forwards. 1 minute 30 to work with here.
There's still one in Cinema.
They find another one. The spray coming on through, and it is going to be another headshot.
Cinema's still there. Cinema's still there.
Here we go then. Crip, another 2 kills on the scoreboard for him. He's on 8 for himself, and that's going to be Drid from the Gbots as well, finding a headshot. Crip finally goes down, but it's going to be Drid immediately answering onto Pengu.
Nice.
And look at that. Lion finishes off the round, taking out Sai, and the Gbots seem to have just woken up again. 2 rounds on the trot, and they are feeling good.
Very, very nice.
So now, put yourself in the shoes of Penta for me. It's 2-1. You're a team that's kind of been heralded as one of the favorites. They're definitely a team that people are looking out for here. What do you do to kind of make sure that your heads don't kind of droop here? Make sure that you don't see any of that forbidden TILT.
Just keep a positive attitude. Just keep being positive. Keep knowing that you can do it. You just messed up. So what? 1 round. You got way more rounds to go.
Yeah, and I think that's the key thing, isn't it? That's just 1 round, and you've got to take it round by round. You've got to do it one at a time, because
getting tilted is the worst thing ever. I've done it. Like
everyone has.
I've done it, and when I get tilted, I can't kill anything. So yeah, it's you need to be positive, definitely, especially in this place. Well, you don't want to mess up, do you?
No, you certainly do not. But let's take a look. Okay, again, Castle coming out here.
It's Garage again once again. Garage and Kitchen.
10 seconds left.
So, Castle going to be played by Drid here. And I believe it's Drid and Lion. I don't know whether I'm reading too much into this. You pointed it out on the team sheet, actually sharing their surname, so I think they might be brothers even.
Yeah. And it looks like Cho is the roamer. He's going to be peeking some windows. So once again, he's up there. I wonder if they're going to try and get him again, because maybe that's what happened last time. If you remember, there were all 3 of them up there. So I wonder if that's maybe one of the plans. We will see.
I like that use of the drone to check for the window cheese as well. They know there's a hole in that window, so check it with the drone first, and then put your neck on the line, as it were.
Interesting that the castle that door.
Yeah,
Why
I guess it's
just explored.
maybe just to try and you know, force some resources out of your opponents.
True. Yep.
Like,
That makes sense.
it's just going to slow down the pace and make sure that they don't have as much to breach into these bomb sites as
I
they would like.
like how we blew it, wasted the resource, and then went somewhere different. Because, you know, why would they waste a resource somewhere they're not going to go? Distraction.
It's all about these mind games, isn't it? But
yeah. There will definitely be someone looking there, at least for, you know, a few seconds from that.
interesting position from Montana there, but we are going to see the scouting coming out from Thatcher. Nice use of the drones, but very, very slow push from Penta. This is kind of, you can tell that here, Penta have kind of said, okay, we lost 2 rounds on the trot here. Let's kind of just take a deep breath here, get control of ourselves, and take this one slow and methodical here.
But I think Penta was quite slow last time on the basement, weren't they? I think.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right, because I don't think it kind of became 4 versus 4 at 1 minute 30, which we are at 1 minute 30 now, so
they
maybe
seem
this
quite
is
slow
where
attacking the garage.
it starts to kick off. Iger finds a headshot onto Legno, I think his name is.
Nice little spray. He had the right idea as well, aimed the right way.
Choi finds one, though, so it's going to be evened out. 4 versus 4. And here we go. Sledge smashing his way onto the scene and immediately
Is in a nice
direction.
position.
He is indeed. Drid finds one with that
Someone's in
UMP
kitchen
as well.
Will he see him?
Here he goes. It's going to be Iger. Iger definitely a strong player. I don't know if he saw that player, and he is going to get... That is so unfortunate. Lion is going to capitalize
look more, man.
immediately.
Yep.
And now there's only 2 players of... Suddenly, like, Penta
And
were
they're both
5
outside.
players.
Like, what the hell? There's 40 seconds and they're both outside.
Not even a minute ago, they were on 5 players. Now they're on to 2. As you say, both outside. Looking for a way into the garage now.
Trying to thermite. Have they got it?
Well,
Yeah, they got it in.
It's going to
They
be
have
Drid
got a
here.
mountain. They can push. They're pushing into a...
Oh, wow. Lion is not messing around. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't care if you've got a shield. I know where your eyes are.
They've got some real nice spots here. That's a really nice spot. You can look down into the opening. No one even noticed it. He's going to get him watch. You just don't... You always forget about that spot. It's
like,
too good.
In that 1 versus 4, how do you even push into that garage? How do you make it in there? That is a beautiful defense from the G-Bots.
Very nice.
And that is the 3rd round in a row.
3-1.
3-1 indeed. G-Bots. After that first round looking... albeit a little bit shaky, they've suddenly kind of gone, okay, guys, let's get this together and let's start to snowball towards a victory here. 3-1. I mean, a lot of the teams have been saying, G-Bots, these are the guys that we're nervous about. These are the guys that are going to be bringing the big guns, and they're proving it so far with 2 wins on the board already.
Yeah.
And they're well on the way to their
Doing
3rd.
very, very well.
So here we go. I mean, I think this is... One thing we haven't really touched on at all today is kind of the opposite side of the whole mentality game. We've said about tilt, we've said about when you're losing, like staying on top of your game.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for when you're winning as well, not getting carried away, because you do see teams get to the 4 rounds and then suddenly start to throw things away. That's definitely...
You can do that, yes.
It's
definitely.
very easily done, and if you already had the lead, that's just going to completely throw you off your game, like unbelievably so. So right now, what I want to see out of G-Bots is continuous, slow, methodical play, making sure that they aren't doing anything overconfident, overzealous, or just straight up stupid here, because it's very easy to get carried away and do that kind of thing.
Looks like they were reinforcing the kitchen and reinforcing the garage, which is kind of just like an obvious player.
Yeah.
Nice defense still, though.
Here we go.
Might have a roam. They've got a roam upstairs again. Oh wait, no, never mind. So
There is a roamer up there for the defenders, yeah.
Oh yeah, there is. I was looking at the wrong guy though.
Can't quite see who it was.
Is to the very
Outside
east.
goal, but,
It looks like.
You know, I mean, I would expect it to be Jaeger. Just like I'm kind of guessing there because I can't actually
I'd
see
say
him.
Pulse.
But could be Pulse, yeah, that's true. But it looks like we already have a man down for the G-Bots. And in
What's
fact,
happening over there?
it's going to be Crip, who has been kind of one of the standout players for G-Bots. So pretty bad news at the start of the round. Penta going to be very happy with that early pickup. However, obviously, while this is a game of numbers, a single headshot can easily change the direction it's going in. So
They're breaking through. 2 of them outside. Looks like one's going to the top of the building.
yeah. well and truly into the garage now, but
Always going in.
To just go
Let's see
straight for
what's
this one?
happening with him. He's going to be the firefight.
Finds it onto
we see
Iger.
that
Can
guy?
they land the
Nice.
shots? Don't know if we're going to be able to.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, this is it. He's going to go for the repeat onto Iger. Does
He knows
decide
it.
to
They both
change
know
his
they're there. They
direction.
both know they're there.
He wants to look for the wall bang, I think. maybe.
They're both waiting for the peak.
Yeah.
Go on, peek me.
I think this is kind of, this is very much in favor of Penta. Even if they lose this, they're still even and they're defending. Whereas Gbots have a whole lot to lose in this trade.
He knows he's there.
If he loses this trade to
3-5.
Iger,
Oh, and
he
he
does
still
as
lost
well.
it. Unlucky.
Now they're 3 versus 5. That was a kind of just a risky and honestly ill-advised peak to take because you lose that.
He wanted him, though.
Lose.
He wanted him. Lion's trying to bait him, if you can see. Shot there to make him come. Very smart. See if he does the go for the bait. He really wants. Oh, yes, he's going for it. Slowly, slowly.
Sneaking over
Try and
towards
bait
his
him.
side.
Oh, he's just moved as he came.
Couldn't,
Oh, he can still
unfortunately.
get him here.
Yeah, he could actually get him.
He's going to be his right.
Here we go. 3 men still around for the Gbots. It's going to be an impressive attack if they can take this one, though. It's kind of down to Penta. If they play this correctly, there shouldn't really be a way the Gbots take it unless you just see one player
40
going
seconds,
absolutely off the chain.
4, yeah. Oh, no, 5. Wow.
Well, here we go. It's going to be Rendia finding 1, but immediately answered, and 2 kills come across from the Gbots. That's going to turn it into 2 versus 3. Suddenly, this seems manageable, and they're looking for more as well. We're in the eyes of Drid, who is playing that Twitch.
He's there.
Rendia just
is he
around the
gonna do
corner.
it?
He's looking for the peak just away. The very last second.
Happens.
The call-outs have come out.
He's got some good ideas when
There's
people
so
are as
many
well.
players on so many corners right here for this player. He's going to turn around, but he can't land
He knew
it.
both of them. He knew both places.
Last player here.
He got the plan down.
Rendia found
Could
the
this be
headshot
it? Could this be a
on
1v3? Could this be a 1v3? He's got the plan down. You can do this.
He's got to find.
Let him
he's got to find good positions.
Have a look at
the
his
diffuser's
view.
already
Got
being
to his
attacked,
view.
I think, by Pengu, and it's going to be Ovi going to be able to defend that one. So, I like the team play coming out from Penta there. You just go for the diffuse. You know you have the man advantage. You know that you can kind of just flood around that and say, look, we're going to get this crossfire down. There's no way he can peek us.
Imagine if he had a grenade. Could have been a different story there.
That would have been a very different story, and maybe could have made something a little bit more explosive. But
they're the times you can get clutches, man, when you get that bomb down.
Frost coming in here for the Gbots. Not a class that... I mean, a class we've been seeing across the course of today. Yep. On this game specifically, though, I think this is the first Frost we're seeing. So
potentially.
Castle as well. And Castle definitely... And another Mute. So pretty much changing up the defensive strategy in general. And I think this is the composition we saw in the first round of this game, potentially.
Okay. I can't remember.
I think that's correct. Don't quote me on that exactly, but I'm pretty sure this is the same composition.
Looks like the castle in the windows to the side of the B-bomb.
Yeah, kind of just making it a lot harder for entry.
Well, you can peek through there or make a hole, leave it. I call it Boogeyman. And then you can come back and then just peek every now and again. It causes that threat once again. When one of them explodes, it's a lot easier to see when there's someone at the window.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Action phase begins. And let's see. I want to see more use of Twitch drone. I don't know whether that's just a matter of us kind of not catching it, or whether it's a matter of less of it coming out. But earlier on in the day, we actually saw a kill coming out from Twitch drone as well. But that's going to be the power of Mute right there. Kind of immediately that drone is denied entry. And it's not something we've seen really much of. I mean, I was talking to Derek about this last game. Kind of, we haven't seen Mute all day. Now suddenly we see it twice in one game, twice in 5 rounds. But honestly, I don't think it was that influential. I'm pretty sure Gbots lost the last round that they used Mute on. So we'll see whether it's going to kind of pay dividends for them.
I'm just wondering how they're going to attack this and what they're doing. It looks like Pengu is looking in. Where's he looking?
I think he's in the top.
It looks like he just droned into office, and
Nitro charge.
Drid seems to know it.
Here we go, Frost peeking on out that window, maybe looking for a cheeky shot with that Super 90. But here we go, as Penta Sports team pushes on forwards. A man down here.
Going spiral.
But I don't think they're too fussed. As we said before, a single headshot can change all of that, so definitely not going to be deterred just yet.
Pushing up.
Very slow.
Nice little spot.
I like this kind of slow calculated play that we're seeing coming out from them, and it is going to pay off as they even up the scoreboard. 4 apiece now as Ovi finds one onto Drid. That was going to be the
More drone
Thermite
play
as well. So when your Thermite's getting kills, you know you're in good stead, because that's usually your player that's very far back in the composition. That's never going to be your man that's right on the front. So
yeah, and you don't want to lose the Thermite too early on either. That can really wreck your push.
Here we go.
Can we have... There's some kind of thing happening around kitchen, it looks.
Well, it's going to be Choi finding one onto Ager. Looking for one.
Sai, what's happening with Sai?
Ovi. Let's head over to Lion, who's playing that smoke. He's looking for Ovi, but not quite going to be able to find him. Ovi is going to go into that down, but not out right here. And it's going to be the MP5 of Mute Crip playing that one. Going to be able to find that man. And he's just waiting for someone to try and get this. And it's going to be Sai by the looks of things. Looking for a way in, looking to try and find his teammate. Are we going to see the punish coming out?
Is he trying to bait that guy? It looks like... Does he know he's down?
I don't think he wanted to commit to going for that pickup. I think they're just going elsewhere on the map right now.
Oh, wow, they've only got 15 seconds. Oh!
Oh, they do.
He dropped down! Oh, my God, we saw one. We saw one.
Sai.
I mean, he had 15 seconds, so, but still.
There's something painful about the fact that I just sighed Sai, but falling off the roof to end the round is never going to be a dignified way to go. Kind of just realizing, oh no, we've got 15 seconds, panic mode engaged, and just jumping off the roof. Like, I think he tried to repel and just didn't quite get it. Look at this from Crip, though. 10 kills, double anyone else on his team's kills right there. Only one other player, Sai, in fact, on 6. He's the closest, 4 kills down still. So Crip really pulling this one out. And Gbots, again, let's remember, that was their 4th round. They are now on match point. They are 1 round away from heading into their 3rd victory in a row here in the Pro League.
Yep.
Honestly, the Gbots are looking relatively undefeatable. Only 2 rounds over to PENTA so far. They're going to be looking to turn that into a 3rd. First time we see PENTA run with Frost here on this map, I think.
Yeah, very, very strong team. Well, looks like they were at the top once again.
I mean, I was talking to one of the PENTA players at the airport, and he was saying, like, Gbots are definitely kind of the team that we're looking out for. This is the team that really could, you know, ruin everything for us. And I mean, it's not far from wrong.
Yeah,
at this rate,
the prediction seems correct at the moment.
Looking pretty accurate, and I think the analyst desk kind of said that they're starting to lean towards Gbots, and I can't say I blame them at this point. But
let's see
PENTA,
where they push him.
Definitely not out of the running just yet. Still 4-2, 2-round advantage for Gbots, but it's definitely not over. Let's remember, we've seen reverse sweeps already today.
Yep.
And in fact, it was Gbots that got a reverse sweep earlier. I think they were down 0-3 against Sheaf. That always throws me off because it's... or Shifu, sorry. Throws me off because it's spelled Gifu, but it's Shifu. But
Shifu,
anyway,
yeah.
It was, in fact, Gbots that got a reverse sweep against them. I believe 5, if not 4 rounds.
Looks like he might push him through here, this window.
So it's certainly not unbelievable. But even if PENTA come back right here, they're going to have to go into overtime. So
they're just making some distractions at the moment, just smashing a few windows, just causing a bit of chaos.
Yeah. At this point, PENTA have to win 4 rounds in a row to win this map. Otherwise, Gbots win a single map before PENTA win 2.
I think a big part of it will be how many... If Gbots take the first kill on PENTA, I think that'll play a big part on who wins this round, because it'll be the mind games. It'll be like, oh, we are getting really close to losing this. Yeah. They really don't want to have the first death. Yeah, this is the thing. If Gbots can find a pick, then they're going to be absolutely laughing. Yeah, I think it'll hurt them mentally. It'll hurt PENTA. It certainly will. And I mean, we'll see whether that's going to come out. No mute coming out from PENTA, so that's only something we've really seen from the Gbots. It's been doing okay. He didn't go in yet. He wants to, but he can't commit yet. He needs to make sure. He's got a hunch. That's not very nice to talk about people's hunches. He can't help that. Oh, and one goes down. One. I mean, you talked about if they can get the pick. Yeah, and they did. So let's see if the prediction is correct. Choi peeking out here. I think he's actually on the same team. I was looking through the eyes of Legno, so yeah, I think he's fairly safe on that one. And they just took down the guy with the bomb. Iger has been on point where was he from? With the headshots. I didn't
quite see where that was actually shot from. I can't quite see where Iger is on the map, but gonna see Legno now pushing on in, trying to find a way in.
Yeah, let's see how this guy pushes. He's in a nice position. This will be interesting.
This is kind of the point in the round where it's like, okay, 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
we have
he needs to do something.
We have to make something happen, but where do we go? You don't want to be the ones doing silly things.
Oh, just straight away.
Rushes in and gets taken down. Sai finds the headshot. There's one in, down but not out as well.
He wants the diffuser down.
It's going to be the attackers just falling apart. I don't think this one's going the way of Gbots because there's only Lion up on his feet right now. He's got to make things happen. Does find one for himself. He's going to turn this one around. The diffuser's nowhere near him and he can't finish them off. That is going to be Iger getting the last kill of the round with that headshot. And that is going to be another round for Penta. So they are one away from pushing this into overtime. And I mean, Gbots, they've been looking strong, but Penta is certainly giving them a run for their money.
Oh yeah, they don't want to lose this.
This is by no means a one-sided game, just a single round between these guys.
If he had the bomb, or the diffuser, he could have potentially clutched that, because he wouldn't have had to go into that danger place. So it was a pity of the bomb drop. Bomb drop is like a massive thing, or diffuser drop.
Yeah.
Okay, so garage and kitchen once again.
So here we go, just going to be reinforcing that garage door as per.
Yeah, garage door, kitchen, just usual.
We're getting to a point now where when you're looking at the defense, it's very, very sort of standard. Castle has been seen a lot more than I think any of us casters were expecting to see him.
Yeah.
But I am starting to see the benefits of that. It is going to slow down the opponents. It is going to force out some resources.
Makes that noise, yeah, waste resources. So there is a point. Is it worth taking away another operator? I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those, like, I mean,
you could have Frost there, couldn't you?
Exactly. I definitely feel like Frost could be. I mean,
what was that? What the hell?
Yeah.
Wait,
that is going to be.
Did someone just get peeked?
I believe they.
Ouch.
In fact, no, they tried to peek, and it was Penta that capitalized. Penta on the attack, so really nice shot coming out there.
Nice. I just saw the diffuser.
I didn't see who took the shot, but very good play to watch out for those window peeks and be able to take that early kill. And that's kind of the first...
This is a nice little peek.
Or at least one of the first window peeks we've seen all day, to be honest. That's not a strategy we've seen a lot of. But good for Penta to still be watching out for that regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. You can do that. People who do peek, if you are watching for it, you can get them. It's not like it's this impossible thing, they peek, they're always going to win. Nah, I've seen it many times that you can get the peekers.
It's all about knowing where to look.
And hearing it.
And you can hear it. Put out those shots.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Here we go. So, I mean, Gbots. I thought you just said they planted the diffuser then. I was like, wait, what? With like 5 defenders remaining.
It's blowing that just in case they have a mute. Or a bandit, etc.
Yeah.
So we can just, go straight through.
Move any gadgets whatsoever.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be the garage.
Running straight away from it. It doesn't mind. It doesn't mind about it.
And this is something we've seen just about every round as well. They blow open the garage door, maybe go for it later, but not something you want to commit to immediately. You never really want to go straight for, okay, we've blown this down, let's go in. But Choi finds one onto Randir.
This guy's one more firm at charge.
That's 4 versus 4 again now. So these picks are like so crucial because it's kind of, you just need to play it safe. When you get that advantage early on, you just got to play corners.
Yeah, the Montaigne getting some intel there because he can just go out there, have a little look, go away. He doesn't have to like engage. He just gets intel. Is there anyone there? Maybe not. Okay, come here. And now maybe that's what he said to his teammate. Now his teammate's checking. Look, there is one in there.
Well, the orange team have finally found the bomb,
and there we
that's
go.
Good news. So he's going to think they knew where it was.
Yeah, he's going to probably push with his teammate here.
So Ovi finds one. And it's going to be the bots again down a man.
This is going to be a big push. There's not
here.
that many people in there. They might even be able to get a plant.
And this is the power of Montan, right? You can just push forward so confidently with that shield. Nice. And that's actually going to be Pengu on the Montan, finding a kill for himself.
He's baiting them. He's
looking to try and get these. Iger finds one with the SMG, and suddenly...
Go for the plan.
Suddenly it's Drid versus the world right now. He's found the first kill of the round for his team. Can he turn this into some...
This is going to be hard.
If the Gbots win this off his clutch, it's going to just be ridiculous. It's going to be so difficult. No, that is going to be going down. Round 8, going over to Penta, and that is 4-4 on the scoreboard right there. And that was...
Nice little sledge bang.
Yeah, good little headshot as well. Waiting
Beautiful.
at head height. This is one of the things that really separates players, is like making sure your crosshair is at that head height. You're ready to get the headshot,
trained.
and you're ready to...
Instant.
Yeah,
Instant.
exactly.
You see
exactly.
it, bang, you know it's going to hit.
No messing around on it. And
So it's gone to overtime.
certainly has. So, I mean, we were thinking that this was going to be one heck of a game, and 4-4 on the scoreboard.
already
It's
is.
certainly shaping up to be.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was looking pretty dicey for Penta. It was 3-0 to Gbots.
Yep.
And now Penta have managed to make
Was it 3-0 or 3-1?
I think they got 3-0, and then
They got 1.
Penta...
It was in their favour anyway.
Yeah.
They were 1 away for quite a while.
Yeah, they were. It's definitely been at least 3 in a row right now for Penta.
Yeah.
So they've got the hat trick, and now they're looking for more. Bear Trap's going to be coming out from Drid, just making sure that those windows are a lot more difficult to come in through. And this is one of the things as well, when you go with those Bear Traps, it's kind of like if you then defend that room,
10 seconds to go.
the person swinging in, well, it's basically like you can't swing into this window because you don't have time to shoot that bear trap while you're swinging in and then swing up and snap to my head in the time that I just have to shoot you.
When the way I use it is you just leave it there, and if you hear noise, you know someone's pushing there. If you don't hear noise, they might just fall into it. So it's a nice little place you can just leave, almost just like a trap, you know.
Well,
who would have known?
Coincidentally.
They've got Castle and Frost, and we were saying, so what have they dropped for that?
This is definitely starting to feel like one of the more slow-paced maps that we've seen out today. Like, we see a lot of last 30-second pushes here on Consulate. And it's definitely not a map that's easy from the attacking side. Like, it seems very easy to defend both sides simultaneously because so many walls are destructible.
I don't know. I think it's quite even, especially this bomb here. I think because all the windows, there's so many places you can push from. There's so I think it's quite even upstairs. I'd say probably the garage is in defense's, favour.
Fair play then.
Bomb located by attackers.
Here we go. 2 minutes on the clock. The drones zooming around, just immediately get deleted as I say that. Cast a Curse coming into play.
Yep.
Here we go, nice corner peeking coming out. This is what you want to do when you're the one peeking. You want to go for that strafe. You want to make sure that you're not like staying out in the open for too long at a
we've
time.
seen someone.
He has
Got
indeed.
that intel.
Spotted out Frost.
Yep.
Now he's going to try and find whatever else he can. It's going to be facing the wrong way, but does finally spot out another player. I believe that was Mute.
Does he know they're still there? He's probably going to...
Oh, that was risky.
Overzealous.
He's waiting for the peek. This is Frost, I think, with the shotgun, and it is going to be a kill coming out. Really nice shot come out. And look at this. It's just exploded. Headshot through the wall coming out right there, and suddenly Drid is all on his own. He's got that Super 90 to play with, though, and he's got 2 men to take down. It's going to be him on the defense. Diffuser hasn't been planted just yet.
Shotgun.
Where is the diffuser's nowhere near the attackers right now. They've got to make it over here. He knows where it is. He's actually still positionally at an advantage. He gets 1 shot, doesn't quite land it. Pengu drops down to the floor. There we go. Has to reload. Oh,
this is close.
This is down to the wire right now. If he can find 1 shot onto Pengu, he's going to be laughing. Takes him down, gets him finished off, and now suddenly it's 1 versus 1. Twitch versus Frost. Frost down to just 6 HP though. Is that going to be enough? That's the question.
Oh, he's not. He's just going to wait. He's just going to wait.
20 seconds.
He just has to wait. He just has to wait.
Sai has to push into his shotgun.
And then just pop, bang. Oh, he's got a drone. He's got intel on him.
He knows where he is.
Oh my god, and he takes it.
Worst time to step out ever right there. I think he was under the impression that the drone was going to kind of stay around maybe. God. But very, very nicely done there. And I think that's kind of such a nice play because you send that drone, you know they hear it, you know that they're going to go for a peek while you're scanning with the drone. Immediately drop that drone and just get your gun out.
He's going to be kicking
Perfect
himself.
Headshot comes down.
He's going to be kicking himself.
He really is.
He had to come. He had 20 seconds on, 15 seconds. He had to make some really bad decision. He could have just waited. Bang, shotgun, close range.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, really well played by Sai there to pick up that 1 versus 1. And that is going to mean that Penta, for I think the first time this game, are in the lead.
Wow.
So 1 round away from taking this map after Gbots had it in their favor for so long. PENTA are looking to flip this one on its head. They've already done most of the work. They just have to finish things off right now. Take a look at this composition they're bringing to the defensive side. No Frost again, but again, Smoke and Rook. We're seeing Jaeger and Bandit, and then Pulse as well, going to be there for the scouting. But then over for the attackers, going to see Sledge, Ash, Thermite, Thatcher, and Twitch. So, kind of compositions we've seen quite a few times.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to see the tried and true, aren't you? I mean, why would you not?
I mean, we saw that one wild card in the last game versus Flamers. It was Aero.
All right.
Brought out the book on one of the games. Swapped Thermite for book, which was baffling to me. Immediately lost the round, so I feel like that was maybe just a, is this going to work kind of thing?
Yeah, and it didn't.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Okay.
I mean, they still managed to take the game. They were so far ahead at the point. Really
maybe trying something different.
Yeah, exactly.
Testing stuff out under pressure.
Enough about the last game. We're here, 5-4. We're 9 rounds in already.
Yes, the Thermite. It seems to be working every time, that.
Second round of overtime. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be something that the defenders don't really want to contest, especially when it's less EMP grenades and more frag grenades coming through. You don't want to be too near.
No.
You don't want to risk
tagged.
just getting
like
robbed.
The best case scenario, you'll get tagged.
Yeah.
So.
It's just not worth it at that point, I think. And
Pre-firing into kitchen, just to check. He knows someone will be there. It's a very common place. Going to blow a hole.
Yeah, interestingly that the attackers are the ones blowing this hole, because I mean, this can be a really good spot to defend from, because you can kind of see both sides.
You want small holes as defense because you're closer to it, and you can see more. If it's massive, then you can see them further away when they're closer to the wall.
Yeah, fair play. Well, we'll see how that's going to pan out for them. The nitro charge used to kill a drone.
Nice.
That feels a little bit overkill, not going to lie, but, you know, whatever works, man.
I think if I were a person.
I think he probably just, like, did it, and then I was like, why did I do that? Like, that was such a waste. But, I mean, I guess you could deny some info, but
they've definitely got some nice hunches. You can see.
I mean, you blow the hole in the floor as well, so you can use that later. So
he knows it's in there. It's pre-firing the wall. He knows it's in there.
Here we go.
This is gonna hurt.
Right at the other side of the wall. Is this going to attack him? Blows it straight up. Didn't actually get the tag though. No.
No.
But here he goes, looking for the headshot, waiting for the peek.
He knows it's there. He's very, very sure.
He's waiting around in this corner. He's got to make his way into the kitchen. Actually, it's going to be a nitro charge, finding one for PENTA. That's another kill for PENTA as well. Trading straight back onto side, though, so it's 2 for 1. And in fact, Diffuser
trying to bait
gets
it. Maybe
faked.
Go.
Doesn't land
Maybe should have just gone for the plant.
Like, that was perfect if he lands the shot.
No, there's only 2. It's 2v3. They need this.
This is the thing. If you're going to go for the fake diffuse, you've got to be ready for that shot. You've got to get that headshot, because otherwise it's kind of like you should have just gone for the plan.
One of them's down as well.
Yeah, it's going to be Crypt that is down.
He needs to get him.
Down but not out.
It's going to be 1v3.
Here we go, Lion charging onto this scene.
Is he going to get him?
This is the thing. It's so risky to
25
peek
seconds
like this, but he's going to go for it. And I feel like that was a very risky decision, but
he needed it.
Seriously paid off, because now he's got a teammate to work with. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Where's the bomb?
As I say that, he goes down. That's the second one, as Iger finds a double kill to not only end the round, but take the game for PENTA Sports after what I believe was a 3-1 lead, possibly even 4-1 lead.
Wow.
They turn it into a 6-4 victory.
Nice. Yeah.
PENTA,
very, very well done.
Honestly, turning it on halfway through that game, really stepped up to the plate and turned that into something that...
Awesome play.
Honestly, I didn't think was going to happen right there. When we saw Gbots on 4 rounds, I was sure that was theirs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, fair play, PENTA. Fantastic stuff coming out from them to get themselves back into that game and get themselves ahead in this series. So now PENTA are tied on wins to Gbots. They both got 2 wins and they both got 1 loss.
So whoever wins this pushes ahead.
Exactly. Whoever wins this matchup is going to be ahead in that scoreboard.
This will be Chalette.
Certainly will. Chalet coming out.
Chalet.
Obviously. With the 4 French teams we have here, I feel like we should try and pronounce Chalet properly as a French word. But
that's a T.
It is a T. You're not wrong. It is a T. But I think PENTA is one of our French teams, so let's do them justice. And they're going to be up against the Spanish team of Gbots. And here we go. I mean, this is kind of one of the things we were talking about on the analyst desk when we were talking to one of the Gbots players. He was saying that they're kind of a very passionate team. When you've just lost that game that, honestly, it felt like should have been your victory, this is where it's going to be down to whether they can pull themselves together and get back on that horse.
They'll probably be talking about what went wrong, because they were so close to pretty much taking it. So they'll be discussing, like, why did we lose that?
Yeah.
And you know, not be too down about it. Just be like, right, we probably went a bit silly. Let's win now. We had that one. Let's get this one.
Yeah, let's not get carried away with kind of what went wrong and kind of just move on, start fresh slate for this one. And
looks like they're going kitchen.
Head in. Yeah,
they're not going for the basement.
And maybe this is down to a matter of kind of, we know that the opponent will expect that basement, so let's change it up. Let's change the pace.
A lot of experience will be on snowmobile and I think it's wine, the basement.
10 seconds remaining.
So here we go.
Setting up.
Again,
all the reinforcements.
Very standard operators. I feel like we should maybe run through each time just in case there's some new people to the stream or new people in our live audience here at the Intel Extreme Masters 2016 here in Katowice.
It's quite hard to go through it all because there's like so much happening at the start, though.
Yeah, there is.
So it's like they're all drawn in.
This is the first week of the ESL Rainbow Six Siege Pro League. And we're on to Playday 2. It's been kind of 2 days of play. Oh, feet maybe on show there. Not sure if you quite spotted that out. It's hard to tell when it's dark and then you can see the silhouette. Obviously, the player can't see the silhouette, so it's kind of...
Looks like this is going to be a bit of a fight.
I think that's his teammate.
Yeah.
It's the
so
problem
they pushed in quite easy there then.
Because they swap colours every round. Sometimes you can get a little bit lost. I know I can actually in-game myself get a little bit lost in terms of which team I'm on and which team I'm shooting at.
You have to just keep looking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right,
every single round, just double check. But there have been mistakes where I've not necessarily been defending all that well.
No deaths yet. They've already pushed in. No conflicts.
Yeah, they've kind of got away with it so far.
I wonder what PENTA are doing in defense. Where are PENTA?
Where are they?
Where are they?
On holiday in their chalet currently. But I mean, obviously chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool over towards these bomb sites.
Okay, they've got no roamers. That's probably why. Wait, have they? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where the other is.
No, they're literally just hanging around these sites, so not going for any kind of roam strategy. And
yeah. That's why.
That's like a pretty safe, like solid basis to go on.
There's no sparring in the works
for your first kind of round in this, when you just finally won that first grueling match. You want to go for something safe. Very, very nice answer in that window peek right there. It's going to be 2 for PENTA and only 1 coming out for the bots. And as I say that, that's a 3rd one for PENTA as well. It's going to be
probably go for the bomb here.
Going on a tear to start this round.
Someone needs to pick up that diffuser.
Yeah, they absolutely do, but it's only 2 attackers remaining and they're against 4 defenders, so certainly not going to be an easy feat. Ovi just waiting for Lion to step too far forward, waiting to step out towards that barricade and go for the peak. As well,
hoping for 1 piece, just get an easy kill.
Like, no, going to be going outside through the snow.
Still haven't got that diffuser. Where is that diffuser?
Does need to get inside pretty sharpish, because not only has he only got 20 seconds, but it is snowing, so he's going to be getting pretty chilly at this rate.
What's Lion looking at?
It's going to be, like, no, stepping in, but Aga immediately there with their headshot, and now there's only 1 attacker remaining. It's going to be Lion. Does find 1, but he's going to get taken down for it. Can't finish off that kill anyway, and it is going to be PENTA with a solid defense there coming in. And I think a little bit too slow of an attack as well.
Invisible man.
Bless me, just had to get a sneeze out there. But so, PENTA, I believe 2-0 now in this map. So, PENTA doing their very best Gbots impression. Oh, was that 1?
Yeah, that were our first round.
It was just 1 round.
Yeah, it was a slow one.
Clearly not with it today, apparently. But
we've been on for ages, man.
Yeah, it is. This is the 6th game of the day, so or 6th match of the day. We've got, including this one, 5 maps left.
Okay, going for the basement this time. Snowmobile and wine cellar. Going to be reinforcing the garage.
Yep, so here we go. Frost going to be coming out again, appropriately for the weather.
Looks like.
And actually, we're going to see Doc as well. We haven't seen Doc in quite a few.
Legnor's probably going to
here.
chill around there. He's reinforcing it so they can't push through. He could be.
And, oh, actually, we see a Book. Take a look at the attackers here.
Oh, nice.
We're going to see Iger going for Book. So, very curious to see how this one pans out. Now, they haven't replaced Thermite this time, so I'm very happy to see that change, because that was kind of just ridiculous. So you got your Thermite Thatcher combo. You still got your Ashe and your Twitch to kind of... Ashe to blow open the walls, Twitch to get that scouting, and also to, you know, just for the sake of having the FAMAS.
Yeah.
But also, you're going to have Book, who...
He's gonna mainly be there to break holes. It seems that way. Whenever I've seen a Book, it's never using the shotgun to actually kill. It's just breaking holes. It's like another Sledge.
Yeah.
But
And
smaller.
I mean, with Ashe, Sledge, Thermite, and Book, you're gonna not be shy of. Oh, sorry, there is no Sledge. What am I talking about? It's just Ashe, Thermite, and Book. But
Okay, he's near wine cellar now.
in.
He's gonna try and get a bit of intel in here. See what he finds. Someone's trying to shoot it. Don't want him to get that intel. He knows someone's there.
And this is like something that you see
got
less
another in there.
in matchmaking, is this conservative drone play.
There we
You
go.
don't want your drone to go down. You need that
This
intel
is where
for
the action's
later.
gonna be here. Yeah,
we go.
action's gonna be here.
So Thermite going to be going
All right, he's gonna break it.
charge.
Let's see what's gonna happen here.
So Wine Cellar wide open. Pengu just
Two
about.
of them. He knows there's at least one there because they shot his drone.
He's so
Scared
close
of
to being
peeking,
spotted right
scared.
now. Pengu waiting for a chance to spot out right here. Like no, coming in from the other side as well. Look at this. Penta still with all 5 men on the board. Nobody finding a kill just yet, but we're so close to the action right now. I feel like he's all about to kick off. But just so cautious. You don't want to be the first one to go down. You really can't afford to. Look at this Pengu pushing forward. He's looking for
Nice,
Lion,
good
and he's
shot.
going to find the headshot coming on through. That is the power
There
of
we go.
Thatcher right there. This LA is just such a powerful weapon. Like no, hiding down the second he
knows he's there.
peeks.
They're just so close. They're like looking at each other.
If he stands up, he could be in trouble.
Wow.
No, moves away. And it's
Won't
going to be
survive.
Gbot answering. It's going to be Choi. With that Super 90 finding a
He'll
headshot.
get a real nice peek there. Can we go back to that camera?
Choi again finds the second
Yeah,
one.
that was
Legno
peak,
goes down to Pengu, who gets his second. Iger finds one for himself onto Drid with a headshot. And suddenly it's 2 versus 3. Kills flying across the scoreboard, left, right, and center.
Nice. Okay.
That's going to be Penta finding another one.
Just
So now
one
Choi.
left. He's going to get the plant down.
He's already had 2 kills this round, so now he's going to look for more. Oh, nice.
He is a
Guess what?
frost.
He
He's
finds
got
the
the
second
shotgun.
one as well.
Where's the last?
The plant
There he
didn't
is, there he
finish.
is.
The plant didn't finish, but he's way at the other side of the room. The Super 90 just doesn't have the
plant
range.
went down?
No, the plant
He
didn't
could
go
have
down.
just relaxed there.
I think he
Another
maybe
case of
panicked a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It's another case of the frost just pulling out too far.
That was good calculated play from the Book as well at the end there, kind of just going, okay, I don't need to charge this because I'm against Frost with a Super 90. I don't want that close range fight. Let's just take this at arm's length, if at all I can. And immediately sees him across the room, can easily get that shot, easily wins that firefight. Look at Choi right now. 5 kills on the board across these 2 rounds. And every single other player from Gbot's dropping a big fat donut right now. So
there.
Penta honestly feeling comfortable, and I've got to be honest, in the eyes of Choi right now, I'd be like, guys, please, can you step up your game, because
You need to keep that team mentality, though.
Yeah.
You need to keep that nice bond going.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not like screaming at his teammates.
What are you
Don't
doing?
get me
Why am I
wrong.
in this team?
I mean, maybe in 2 rounds, if he's on 10 and they're still on 0, maybe that's when the tensions get high. But here we go. Doc gonna come out again here for Penta. So
Yeah.
the Doc
Jaeger.
Rook combo coming in. Jaeger, as you
Got a
say,
Jaeger,
pulls
yeah.
smoke.
Jaeger's okay. Like, you stop the grenades. It's not a bad class.
I think we're seeing kind of
Really good gun. Jaeger has one of the best guns in defense, I've got to say that. It's actually an assault, not a spec ops.
and that's one of the reasons as well why he is such a good roamer, because you do have that kind of superior firepower.
You don't
I
even have to
suppose.
be a roamer, though, that's the thing. Like, it's the gun in general is just really, really solid. But yeah, he is good at peeking. Very good at peeking the windows.
You can kind of afford to take those firefights.
Yep, because it's even.
Yeah. You're not just going to kind of... I mean, a lot
try
of
and
it's just
SMG
down
and
to
assault.
headshots
Yeah,
anyway.
it really
but,
is.
I mean...
But you get that little more edge, don't you?
Yeah, and at long range as well, you're going to feel much more comfortable with an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Unless you've got that The old SMG-11 ACOG scope, which just feels dirty sometimes when you shoot it at long range.
So it looks like one person is pushing this garage. He's going to probably want a thermite. There he is.
There he is. Lion arriving on the scene. The Thatcher nade already clear in the site.
It looks like there's quite a few in here. This could be a good fight. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, going to blow that one wide open, and then they're going to find their way in.
The diffuser just dropped it. What's happening with the guy at the garage?
I believe it was Thatcher that has picked up the diffuser over near the garage. I don't think he'll push in
No, I think
just yet.
it's... yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's Thatcher. It's Legno with that diffuser. And here we go. In the meantime, they push in up a floor as well, so they're going to go for that flank and kind of
push
open it
down
up
here
for
and push the garage at the same time. You've got two firing places, that crossfire kind of
got
thing.
that pincer movement coming on in.
Let's see how they push.
And look at this again. This is what we saw from Penta earlier. Very much a bunker, not going for any kind of roaming, just hunkering up as a team, getting those crossfires, making sure you've got the angles covered. It worked out for them in the first round of the game.
There we go.
Can it work out again? That's the question here.
See, it's a nice shot.
Beautiful
Really
shot.
nice shot. There's one
Choi,
right.
6 now on the board for Choi. He is straight up saying to his team, get in my backpack, I have got this one.
Yeah,
got
he's
strong
doing well,
shoulders.
He's doing well. He's downed. Nice, got another.
I mean, we're on the
5
third
to
round
3.
and he's got 7 kills.
5 to 3.
Here we go, his team
He
finally
just saw the fire. He knows he's there. He
Yeah,
knows he's
Rendia
there.
finds one onto Drid. That's going to be Rendia with a second one. With a third one, Rendia picks up the triple for himself. Beautiful play coming out. Now, that immediately just swaps it all around. It's 2 versus 2 once again. Just trying to get rid of that barbed wire just so we can move forward, but it's going to be Crip finding a double to end a round.
While they were just chilling on the wire.
And the Gbots, they finally get something on the board. They turn it into 2 versus 1. And again, that's the one what we were calling a deal breaker last time, where it's that 3-0 is a whole lot more daunting than if you can get that 2-1. Suddenly you're just a round down. Suddenly it's all kind of, you're 1 round away from even Stevens, and that's definitely not too bad of a place to be. But if you get in that 3-0 spot, it's like, we have a mountain to climb ahead of us. And Crip really answering in that round, picking up the slack a little bit and getting himself a hat trick. But here we go. Looks like we're going to see another book coming into play, coming in from Iger. And he was the last man standing.
Yeah, he did actually clutch it, so why not?
We'll see whether that's going to pay off for him.
Where is this? Yeah, it's kitchen again. Okay. So it just looks like it's going to be kitchen and snowmobile, just all the way through.
I think
them 2 places.
These are the exact same compositions we saw last attacking side from Penta, both in attack and defense.
On all the games on this map, I think it's been this. So people really don't like the upstairs.
Between.
Yeah, they really don't like the upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, like, compositionally as well, the operators, I think they've gone with the same attacking and the same defending for each team consistently here, which is kind of the first time, at least first time I've noticed that specifically all day. We have seen some variations generally, but not seeing that one in this matchup.
So here we go. Watch out for the peekers, of course. Safe route that anyway.
Certainly is, and here we go. They're going to be looking to try and find their way into the chalet. Who wouldn't? Such a beautiful house. I'd want to find my way in there too.
Go in the master bedroom way. It's actually a good place to push, the master bedroom. You can't hear them as much if you're not close to that room, so you won't even know they've broke in.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's kind of underestimated a lot in this game is carpet.
Sound.
Like how big of a deal it can be if you go through a corridor that's got carpet versus if you go on like a wooden floor or
well,
like
the sound in general as well, it echoes through the corridors. So if there's no holes made, you don't hear them as clearly as if there were a hole made there. It's actually quite a nice little element.
It certainly is.
It does look like there is someone there though. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to spot that one out with the drone. Crip going to be there.
If he just shot, if only he knew.
Here's
push
Smoke.
towards the bathroom.
So, I mean, we've seen Smoke players do ridiculous things today.
Let's see how they push this.
Let's see if
he knows he's there.
Answer. Does get tagged.
Can he get in? If these two can get in without getting hurt, this is a nice start.
Bomb located by attackers.
Oh, and there he is.
Not the frag, and that is finally going to be
They did get hurt a tiny bit, but it's worth it. That.
Yeah, Sai lands the head drop Onto Crip.
He thought, yeah, that was the same person who was just making sure.
Oh, Iger finds one as well, and suddenly Gbot's not in a great spot. They've down to 3 defenders remaining, and Penta looking well on the way to their 3rd round. If they can just play this safe and methodical, this is where we've seen teams throw away rounds where you've already got the man advantage and then you kind of just start doing silly things. All we need to see from Penta is just safe, standard play that you know is going to work. Watch your corners, watch your teammates back, make sure you go for those trades. If you're 2 men up, you can afford to lose the player so long as you trade it back for an opponent.
Yeah. Looks like this guy's peeking some windows. He does know there's someone in there, or feels like he knows someone's in there. Whereabouts? Can he see him? It's panic shooting a bit.
Yeah. It's right at the other
Yeah, I know. He's literally just there.
Oh, don't think he can quite see him in the dark. That's the thing. But Pengu finds one. Onto Lion. Oh, Choi though. Again, another double kill coming in for Choi.
With the frost.
Choi, oh my goodness,
Where
gets
is
the
Choi?
3rd one.
There
Choi
he
is
is.
MVP for this game.
Yeah.
Even if they lose, like,
Just follow
Choi
this guy
is
now.
playing out of his mind right now. I'm pretty sure he's already in double digits. We're on 4th round. That's a 4th kill. He's looking for the single man ace right now. If he can find this last member of Penta Sports, he's going to tie it up.
Oh, but his teammate gets it anyway.
Dread gonna steal away the 5-man.
That range, though.
I mean, Choi, just... I don't even have words for that. 10 kills already, 4 rounds into the game.
Doing good work with Frost.
Just insane stuff, like absolutely insane.
That was crazy. That kill, was he on full health from that distance?
I didn't quite see
No, I didn't.
what health he
It
was
was
on
like
necessarily. I just saw kind of the whole... It was a headshot, so it kind of just had to have like one lucky
you do.
shell go in that direction, I think.
That's the thing about the shotgun. It can have just one lucky shell, which goes...
Yep.
I've been shot from well far away and just one hit.
Same with the SMGs as well. You
Yeah.
can kind of just like... If you're just trying to get from cover to cover, you just go for a hip fire, kind of like Jason Bourne diving through the air spraying kind of thing as you dive between cover. You can't just get a random lucky headshot from the hip fire. In fact, we saw that earlier today. We saw a random hip fire shot that just happened to go straight
I
through
actually
the
saw
brain.
that. Well, it was kind of that, but he zoomed in at the same time.
He was about, he was like sort of zooming in, but it was like the first bullet just went
straight there.
almost sideways out of the gun.
Like it was
Hits him
meant to
there.
be.
Yeah, destiny intervened right there.
All right, once again, reinforced bomb B.
5 seconds left.
And reinforcing the A as well from that side. Kind of just like normal tactics, you'd expect it.
Yeah. Here we go. The 3rd attack we're going to see coming out from Gbots. So far, their defense has been much more successful than their attack, I think.
Bomb located
I think
by
both of their round wins have been on defense. Because, yeah, Penta won the first one and they won the 3rd one, yeah. So,
Lion just kind of feeling out.
in fact, all round wins have been defense so far.
Once again, it looks like it's quite easy to push into from the top. They seem to push into the top quite easy.
Yeah, and I mean, if you know that the bomb isn't on that floor, it's going to be much less defended.
Well, it's the Penta who aren't roaming much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're changing this one up. Iger, for the first time, actually, Penta running with the
really
Frost.
nice spot. I love that
We
spot.
haven't seen Penta play Frost so far this map, but it doesn't seem
and
to
he's down.
matter because he
Good
got
start,
found
good
out.
start.
Choi, again, now
Oh,
he's
down.
on that double one. He's got 11 kills under his belt, and I mean, in the Pro League, no less, this guy is putting up just a ridiculous score.
He's doing very, very well. His predictions must be really on form right now. Just, you know, knowing where people are. Psychic.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at that.
Getting the leg shots as well.
Yeah, look at that. If he, I won't be surprised if he headshot him.
Can't quite find the headshot though, unfortunately. He's going to be able to tag out Ovi ever so slightly, but
He's got a really, he's doing well.
plenty of HP still on Ovi though, so it's not the be-all and end-all in terms of that fight. But 4 defenders remaining, certainly an advantage in favour of the Gbots.
Scary pushing here. There's
Still
so many different angles.
1 minute and 20 seconds remaining on the clock as well, so
Can we
they
see
have
that
time to play
firefight?
with.
Can we go down there?
And Choi is the guy with the bomb. He seems to be just about invincible. So, or I say the bomb, the diffuser, sorry.
Yeah.
He is just about invincible, it feels like. So it's in safe hands for now.
Yeah, we're getting a push here. This is a really risky place. There's so many like angles you can get shot from.
He's going for it anyway. And he finds the firefight. How did he win that
nice.
one?
He's hurt.
And in
He's
the
really hurt.
meantime, Lion finds one. Ovi and Pengu answer.
His teammate's pushing as well, like to the left.
But the thing
It's
is
going.
that-
Yeah.
Nice play by
Yeah.
Ovi. Gets the shotgun onto Choi, and that is going to shut down this push. So 2 versus 2 now, and Penta finally back into this kind of position where they have somewhat of an
Just goes for the
advantage.
run. Look at this.
Oh, look
Runs
at-
right in there. Did not expect it. Did not expect it.
They
Very
trade
nice.
1-for-1.
Oh.
Each player in, down, but not out. Ovi is going to be dropped here. Actually,
Just use it,
might
bait
finish
it.
the
No,
shot.
he'll just be saying, no, don't come to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
It's going to be the
There we
1v1.
go.
Who can get the peak here? Pengu
They know,
biding
they know.
his time. They know where they
15
are.
seconds.
Where's the diffuser? He doesn't have
I
it
have no
right
idea.
now. He's got to go for the peak, and it's
no.
going to be Pengu who takes it. Beautiful shot with the MP5.
Very nice.
Wins out the round. And that, I mean, that round was about as close as you can humanly get. That was down to the wire.
It's very
Pengu
nice.
was less than half HP as well. So it was,
Once again, if only that they had the diffuser.
yeah.
He didn't have to make that panic play. He could have baited him, possibly.
And Pengu there, he knew the situation. Cool as a cucumber. Ice running through that man's veins. Just plays it slow and steady and takes it. Just look at this. 12 kills for Choi. I realize I sound like a broken record, but he is just destroying here.
He's doing well, definitely. He's
He needs to see the rest of the Gbot step up. Because, I mean, I don't want to call these guys out, but
I will.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, we saw one fantastic round from Crip where he got a hat trick, but then we haven't seen a single kill out of him for the other 4 rounds, you know? Like, Choi is just stealing the stage, stealing the limelight, but
I'm
he
pretty
needs
sure
some kind of
they'll
backing
pick
singers
up.
right now.
Okay, once again, reinforcing the places you would expect. Reinforcing the wall into A, reinforcing the garage into B. Probably going to reinforce the little room there.
Seconds to go.
Unless they already have? Oh, are they leaving that?
5 seconds left.
Well, 2-3 is the score here. Penta 1 away from match point right now.
It looks like they've
Again,
left.
going the book. They seem to love this book strategy.
Ooh, that worked weird.
That didn't actually tag.
No, I did. No, it looked like he shot him.
That was a bit weird. I'm not sure what happened there, but there we go. They get
Have
away
they
with
already
it.
got-
So.
No, it's defense. I'm going to say, have they already got in? So he's actually waiting near garage. Interesting.
Well,
Can we?
I want to see some more aggressive defense right here from the Gbots, because
Can we see what's happening?
we've seen super passive defense coming out, but we haven't seen much kind of going and taking the fights when you're even on numbers. It's
Yeah.
not something we've seen on this map at all. Do you think that's just down to the map? Do you think that's down to these teams specifically?
There's so many variables to it. They've seen this guy in here though. They know there is one person here, so he's probably going to take this. I would say he's got the idea. He's there, and he didn't take it.
Doesn't land the headshot. I feel like maybe
Okay.
that was the situation where the shotgun could have come into play. Use that skeleton key to try and
He really
get the
hurt him.
shotgun.
He
across
really was it the Rook that? Because if it was, he's
Yeah,
really
it was
lucky
Rook.
to be
It was.
alive.
Yeah, he landed like 4 shots, but again, none of them were headshots. So it's
Unlucky,
kind of
man.
like
That's what it's about. All about getting
exactly.
ahead.
One of them was like shoulder as well. It was so close, but so far. So close, and yet no cigar for him. And that is going to be now 5 versus 4 Gbots with the man advantage. Here we go.
He sees it.
Risky peek
Is
coming
he
out
gonna
there
wait
from
there?
Choi.
There's 3 of them around there. 2 of them are kind of peeking him. One looks like they've got a shotgun. You need to watch out with that. Is that the Frost? No, it's Smoke.
Well, I mean, Frost does have a shotgun as well.
Maybe they
I can
both do.
assure you that Choi is running that Super 90.
Yeah.
Very confident in that fact. Crip with a very...
Orv is going to be in a
very-
firefight soon, if we can move to him.
Actually, if Crip can get the kill onto Ovi,
There we
that's
go.
going to be phenomenal. but
Nice.
He was
Good,
already
good.
down to 10 HP, so
Yeah,
he's going to
yeah.
go down.
Yeah, could you imagine if he got him?
I know, yeah, that would have been... and the
Just leave
diffuser
him,
down
just
as
leave
well.
him. Just leave him. Oh, he's
And
coming.
get out.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah, I thought they were coming down that corridor as well. I thought that was going to be a crazy spray. But actually, take
Yeah,
a
might
look
as well
at
take him now.
Ovi down to about 1 HP if you look at his health bar. So not a bad effort there
When
by
you're on
Crip.
that low health, it's worth just spraying. Seriously, like just spraying into random walls every now and again.
Yeah.
Because you're going to die
And
if they see
actually,
you at the same time.
one strategy I have seen is if you've got a teammate down that low, you know you're in a safe area, shoot him in the foot,
Can we
pick
see
him back
Orv?
up again. You get him back to 50 HP.
Orv is in kind of like a strong position there. There we go. He will definitely see someone soon. And if he doesn't, he'll be able to get a plant. Well, he don't have the bomb, does he?
Well.
Where's the diffuser?
That's going to be Choi going down. The star
does, yeah,
player
he does,
right there
he
for
does.
Gbot. So this could be bad news. 10 seconds on the
Come
clock.
on.
They've got to make something happen.
Yes!
Oh, beautiful
Get that
headshot
plant.
from Ovi.
Just get that plant
Can he
down.
get the plant? That's the
Just
question.
get that plant
He gets
down.
another one down, and he's going for the
There
plant.
we
3
go.
seconds on the clock.
There
I
we
don't
go.
think he's quick enough, though, time. No, he's planting, isn't he? So it pauses. The plant is going to go down.
Nice, good
and
stuff,
now,
man. Good stuff. He
it
got
is-
no health, that guy.
It is all on the hands of Drid right now. 2 versus 1. He's playing Doc, so he's got that armor. He can go for these trades and he finds a headshot. Now it's 1 versus 1.
Just chill out. Just chill out.
Right now.
Not you, the him.
Sorry, mate. I'll try and keep my cool a bit. Here we go. Rendia has been on it with these firefights.
Look in the right place. He's got to
Drid
just got to get shot.
goes for the fake.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
He didn't quite know what corner to pick. He didn't know where Rendia was.
So many places.
Well,
Just
there we
waits
go.
for it
Rendia
patiently and
waits
bang.
for the
Very
sound.
nice. Yep.
Beautiful.
Clean kill.
He knows exactly where the bomb is, so there's kind of nowhere else that he could be. What I would love to see is kind of you go for that, you go for the fake, and then immediately duck behind cover. Don't go for the peek at all. Wait for them to peek. Then you get kind of peeker's advantage almost, I suppose, and see if they go for the re-peek, and then maybe you can take that fight. I mean, again, if you don't know where they are, it's such a hard one to call how you play that scenario, because it's like, maybe you just look at the wrong corner, maybe you look through the wrong door.
That's what we were saying. Like, it's all just about predicting where they are, and sometimes you're just making these predictions out of nowhere as if you're psychic all of a sudden, and sometimes you're not. And that's the nature of the beast, isn't it?
Sometimes you'll pull it off, and sometimes, as you say, it's just not quite going to work out. But here we go, Penta again. In this spawn, this seems to be their number 1 that they like to go for here.
Yeah.
But Penta, let's just bring attention to the fact that Penta are not only 1 round away from taking this game, but they are 1 round away from taking this series 2-0 against the Gbots. Now, Gbots, the only team to have a 2-0 so far this tournament. And Penta are looking to do the same to them.
Very interesting.
Bad news for Gbots, honestly. They'll be going down to that 2-2, which is kind of a, middle of the scoreboard score, and they were looking to be one of our top dogs. So
they were at the top at one point.
They absolutely were. And
shows how fast it can change.
It really does. And these first, 2-3 weeks are so crucial in terms of kind of, overall standings, because you never ever want to be playing catch up. If you can get 3 nice wins to start your pro league off, you're going to be absolutely loving life. And Penta, if they can take this one, they're going to be 3-1 overall. So that is a very respectable score. And as well, they've taken out the only 2-0 team. So they are guaranteed to be tied for first at this point, so long as they take this round. But
looks like once again pushed in quite easy from the top.
That's the thing.
Always working.
So long as...
I don't know if it's worth allowing him to get in that quick. I suppose when they had a Roma last time, it actually went against them, though. They killed him, so...
Yeah. Didn't really work out.
Yeah, so I suppose,
Immediately swapped away from Frost again. They were like, okay, don't like it. No, not doing it. Which fair play.
Yeah.
I mean, their defenses have been strong, let's be honest. They've won a good 2 or 3 rounds. Looks like pause is in place.
Okay. I did see the sound thing, but I weren't sure if they were fixing that. So it is going to be 2-4.
I don't know whether... obviously, we don't actually quite have a pause in client just yet. I believe that's something that's kind of on the horizon. Depending on how much time this takes, this could be a matter of just swapping over and restarting the round, going from 2-4.
Right on the brink, though. 2-4. They could take it, and then you get a sound issue. Beautiful.
It's kind of worst possible time.
Maybe this will give them time to collect themselves. It could actually be an advantage
for the Gbots, for sure.
Yes.
Because they...
Yes.
Right now...
They could be like, right, we need to get this. What we're doing wrong, what we're doing right. Focus on that. Don't focus on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly... and I mean, as well, Penta, they've got to be in a great position right now. I mean, in terms of their morale, because... I mean, when I talked to them, they were saying Gbots, they're the guys that we're kind of worried about. These are the opponents that we're not sure about. You've already taken 1 map off them after a shaky start, and now you're looking 1 round away from your 2nd victory in a row versus them. And as well, in the group stage of 7 weeks, this is the only time they have to face Gbots. So if you can take those 2 wins early on in the season, you never have to worry about Gbots again. And if you're confident against every other opponent, Penta could look, honestly... If they're as confident, if they're as strong as they are confident, then they could look towards maybe not even losing any other maps throughout the Pro League, depending obviously on the other teams, how they progress and things.
It would definitely be a good start. We can't disagree with that.
Yeah,
It'd be
I mean, I
really,
don't want to
really
get
nice
too carried away.
Yeah.
Like, end of game day 2.
You could be
saying that
completely
they
right. You could be completely right.
Never lose, but
We know for a fact it would be a really good start. Taking a 2-0 over these.
I'm glad. I'm so happy with the standings so far because, I mean, we've seen how close this Pro League is going to be. This is no longer a matter of, like, I've cast other Pro Leagues in the past, and it's been very much, and just general leagues, it's been very much kind of, a lot of the time you see, these are your top 4, these are your top 2. You already know before the season's even begun who's going to take these wins. But for the first 2 play days, to have so many 1-1 scorelines and to have, like, your top team having already lost a map, it's just going to make the rest of the season so exciting because you just don't know. Exactly, you don't know who's going to be able to take these ones, and the predictions can be kind of left and right. We've seen some correct predictions, we've seen some less correct predictions.
Yeah.
But I mean, as well, we've seen some really crazy things come out today. I mean, we've seen clutches, we've seen 1v3s, 1v4s. I mean, we already talked like to death about Panic's 1v4 earlier on. I think it was actually in the first game of the day. I think
it was, yeah. It was very nice.
Like, what a way to start the day, first of all.
Yeah.
But we've also seen the 5-0 coming out from Flamers and then immediately kind of drop their next 3 games.
It's very interesting, though.
It was, I mean,
I think possibly they were underestimated. Like, the teams were like, oh, we don't know these, we can kind of relax, maybe try and do strategy. And then before they know it, 5-0.
We heard in their interview as well that Chalet was a map that they have practiced easily the most on.
Yeah.
So, and as well, Flamers, while a lot of people seem to consider them the underdogs, they seem to consider themselves the underdogs. So I'm very happy that they were able to pull that out of the bag and get themselves onto the map kind of thing.
They seem very, very modest, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And seemed very happy with that 1-1 tie at the end of the series. In that interview, they seemed very, very kind of overjoyous at the tie that they had. But looks like we are going to be heading back into the map. It is going to be Chalet. The score is 4-2 in favor of Epsilon. As you can see, don't know why I said Epsilon, because Epsilon aren't even playing right now. I'm talking about Penta Sports.
It's because we talk about Flamers, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But here we go. So Penta Sports on that defending side. It is 4-2, as you can see on the overlay. Because we had to have that round restart, we kind of just restart the game, but keep the scoreline as it was. The compositions are locked into how they were before the restart, though. So we're going to be seeing the same stuff out of these 2 teams here.
Yep. I wonder if they're just going to allow them to push through the top again. They probably will. Last time they had the Roma, as I said, they did die. They didn't do anything for them, so they're probably just going to go, yeah, just go through the top again. We'll just chill down here, see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, Penta going to hunker up again with the, as you say, no Roma.
Have they been
5 men together?
Have they been leaving that wall? Oh, never mind, it's reinforcing it.
No,
I'm going to say,
for it now.
A bit of a wall.
I just noticed that as well, but here we go. Gbot's on the attack. Let's see if they can turn this closer to a tie or whether it is going to be a 5-2, sorry, in favor of Penta and a 2-0 in this series. There's only one way to find out as we head into this round.
Let's see if that little break did do something for Gbots.
It could be like a Fnatic pause. So they kind of pull themselves together.
Yeah, when you have that little break, because you're in it. Anyway, let's see. So there is a Roma. Yeah, there is a Roma. This never worked out for them. Let's see if it does this time.
Well, here we go.
Looks like it is so far.
It was Iger last time as well. Iger was the Roma last time they had one. On the Frost, though, and it didn't really work off.
Oh, he just took one.
That was a good flank, but it didn't work out. Spun around, turned it around.
Not bad, and he took half his health. It's worth it.
Yeah, Choi answers.
They slowed it down.
Unfortunately, we've lost track of how crazy Choi is on the scoreboard right now. I think it was on like 13 before we got the restart. Might have been 12, something around there at least, and that's going to be another one for him. Here we go, 4-4. Typically, you tend to say that if you're tied on...
3 of them are in the line. Just 3 of them there, all corners.
Yeah.
Sees him, gets
nice
him.
little leg
That's
shot.
one. There's 2 more.
That's going to be Crip finding one for himself. So Sai goes down. And Sai has been a crucial player as well for Penta. We've seen Sai really step up for his team.
Here we go. Is he going
to start to push on in?
Can we go back to that guy?
The drones scouting out, trying to find their opponents. Trying to find what's going down. Rendia finds that drone.
Crypt.
There we go. Ash blowing his way into the room. And that is going to mean Pengu has to change positions here because he's no longer safe. Just dodging bullets as he dives across the room right there.
Neo
does not want to be caught out.
Okay, Lions here now.
3 versus 4. And this is where it's going to kick off. Less than a minute left now. And they're starting to push on into the wine cellar.
Push. Nice grenade. No Jaeger. Is that going to get him?
Pengu doesn't really have anywhere to run. Nope. The grenade doesn't quite finish him anyway.
Where is it?
But he's down, though. Down, but not out. I think he saw the leg there, but doesn't quite want to commit to that one.
This is very chaotic in here. We don't know where the fires, where the shots coming from.
4 versus 2, though, so still a massive advantage here for the Gbots. Nice shot there by Rendia to turn it into a 2 versus 3. And this could easily be flipped on its head. Lion gets a headshot and gets
just revived.
Doc manages to pick himself up.
If he does this, that'd be gold lag.
Yeah, if he turns it around now. He's all on his own, though. He's looking for the headshot.
Oh, my God.
Finds one. Oh,
he
was one headshot away. One headshot away from taking that round because there was 2 down but not out.
And then you would have been saying, like, yeah, it probably is good using the medic because he actually did revive himself and then clutched a 3v1. Yeah. But it didn't happen. But it nearly did.
Well, that was, honestly, all or nothing right there for the Gbots, and they are going to pull ahead in the end. So, I say pull ahead, they are still around down, but at least they're not out of the game just yet.
So, the break, it might have done something.
Maybe it has.
Seriously, I've heard of it. I've heard of just having that kind of like that little break.
Yeah.
Collect yourself.
Absolutely, and I mean, in other esports, you do see kind of a tactical pause as an option.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see who it was. I didn't see who it was that paused the game. I'm not sure which team it was that initiated that.
Well, it don't really matter. It's still the same.
Yeah, I mean, you still get the same whether or not it was kind of whether they wanted to go for more of a tactical pause. I don't really know. But anyway, Penta. This is they're still on match point. If they win this round, they still do win the map and win the series 2-0. Gbots, though, they can win this one as well if they can keep that momentum swinging in their favor. They're going to push it to overtime. Make it all that much harder for Penta. And I mean, this is kind of the exact same situation we saw in the first game between these guys, except complete role reversal. We saw Gbots get to that 4 round, but they're not quite able to finish it all off. And now it's Penta with the 4 rounds, and it's Gbots coming back from a 4-2 deficit. Now they're looking to try and turn this into overtime.
Gonna get a bit of intel. Just push through. Try not to lose the drone. Oh, I think he hears someone.
Yeah, he saw a Lion there, I think.
He's going to try for a wall bang. He is trying for a wall bang.
That is such a slow firing weapon.
It's using the second weapon instead of the first one. The first one is like a massive recoil.
Yeah.
This one has a lot of damage.
It's kind of it's definitely best used to kind of like try and one-tap. Almost a similar style to Glaz to some extent.
Interesting. Just a bit weaker.
Yeah, obviously not quite as strong as Glaz, but you can, with the A-cut scope, you can use that same kind of...
He can see him.
Oh, gets...
Cheeky.
I don't know if he actually got the tag there. It doesn't look like he got any damage down in the end.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But again, Penta, 5 men still up. 2 men have already gone down. And crucially...
How have they gone down?
It's Crip and Choi that have gone down, who have been kind of the 2 players that have really been in the game here for Gbots. So now it's kind of a matter of, can these other 3 players step up to the plate? Can they kind of do their team proud and do Spain proud as well, as they're up against this French team?
A1GA is looking into the kitchen. He's probably going to see someone. He's looking towards where they are. It is a nice position, that.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually
it's not really
in kitchen. Position. I think they're on the floor above, so...
Oh.
Not actually...
Wait, but the bomb's in the kitchen?
Yeah.
No, it looks like they're at the other bomb site, I think. B.
I don't know. Oh, I think they were like on the stairs. That's why it looked like they were the floor above, maybe. Well, actually, one of them going to basement as well. So just trying to find ways to get these picks. And this is one of the things from the side of Gbots. They've got to try and find a pick. They've got to try and find a way to kind of even up the scoreline here. Well, it's going to be
so A1 is definitely in a nice position there. He will see people panic running. He will possibly be able to get D.
Yeah. So, Tiger on the scene. Pengu here, playing the Thatcher, has that L8, which is just such a reliable rifle. There's quite a few champions have that.
She's pushing.
Operators, sorry.
What's going to
Rendia
happen back there?
gets one
Shotgun,
headshot
back to
down.
shotgun.
And now it's 5 versus 2. And in fact, Penta, they're 2 kills away from taking the final round they need.
Nice.
Pengu finds another one. And in fact, it's going to be the medic
And
down
GG.
to his beat. It's going to be Sai finishing it off. And it's going to be Penta taking this game
Good stuff,
5
good stuff.
for 2. Phenomenal play from Penta Sports. Fantastic games. 2-0 victory against the Gbots, who were a 2-0 victor themselves earlier on in the day. So Penta now with 3-1 on the bracket. And it's going to be Gbots moving down to the middle of the scoreboard on 2-4-2. So take a look at that.
Nice.
Good, respectful players though. Everyone going for the handshake. The GG's coming on out.
Yep.
And it's good to see the
Always good.
sportsmanship coming out, because I mean, you obviously see it on the massive esports where, I mean, you see it on the big esports where it's kind of forced, but it's good to see that coming out naturally as well. But I've just been told by production the Gbots are still currently 3rd, but we do still have 2 matchups to go, so we'll see where they lie in terms of the standings. But they are going to be kind of, like, tied with a bunch of people in the middle of the scoreboard, I would expect.
At the start, so even if they've done bad there,
I mean, they're 2-2.
Yeah.
So anyone else that goes like 1-1-1-1, they're going to be tied with them as well. But looks like Sean is ready on stage with one of Penta's players. I believe it's the same player as earlier. So let's head over to Sean and have our interview with Penta, who have taken their first 2-0 victory of the Pro League.
Thank you very much, guys. I am joined by Ovi from Penta, commanding victory there, and the first of the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League. How are you feeling now, late on in the day here, in front of this audience, having done it?
Yeah, I'm really tired. The whole team was, we had to wait a few hours, and everyone was really, really tired, but we just drank some Red Bull and we're fine. But yeah, I think we're now even more tired after this match. It was really, really tough.
Now, they didn't make it easy for you. The scoreline looks like it was a commanding win, and obviously I'm taking nothing away from you and the team, but talk me through your opponent.
I think personally that Gbot is one of the better teams in the Pro League, certainly top 3. Yeah, after we played Libes this afternoon, we kind of struggled on playing. We lost the map and we kind of hit a bump in our confidence. Yeah, now against Gbot, we said we're going to play our own game. We're going to do the tactics. We know we're good on Chalet. We won Consulate. We didn't really expect to win it on Consulate against Gbot, but in overtime we did. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
Well, now you've had your 2 for today, so technically you're 2 days in. What are you going to do from here on out? What are you and the team going to do to prepare for the next Playday in the Pro League, and also just for the rest of your time here at the Intel Extreme Masters?
I think now we're really gonna change a few tactics, change the meta, because we noticed when watching the meta from the matches from the other teams, we noticed they stepped up their game, and I think we need to step up our game even more, because like I said, we lost a map against Libes. We didn't expect it to happen. It's not gonna happen again, I hope. But we really need to change a few things in our tactics. But in the end, yeah, today we played, I think, overall well. Yeah, good.
You did play well indeed, sir. Stepping up the game, we love to hear it. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. OV there, definitely a man who's on a mission. Done it well, but already looking at what can be learned, what can he take forward, which can mean only one thing. There's lots to break down over on the analysis desk. To you, Panky.
Thank you very much once again, Sean, and congratulations, Penta, for a 2-0 victory over teams that we expected or predicted themselves to be biggest rivals. We have been joined at the desk now by Torok from Dat Flamers, who have arguably had an explosive start to this tournament that no one expected. So you on Cloud 9 right now, you feeling really good?
I'm feeling really well, thank you guys, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you. We're glad to have you here. We got lots to talk about, loads of different topics, so let's dive straight into Penta versus Gbots. 2-0 Penta. Did you expect that? Did you see that come in, or did you think it'd be closer?
Well, I couldn't expect much out of it. All I know was the results from the Go4. I was like, oh god, Penta is the best there is out there, on par with the Era and the other teams. I didn't know much about Gbot because I'm not that much into let's look at that team, let's look at what the tactics are like. And then, but I think something has been proven out of today's matches, and is that what really matters is how good are you at your map? How good can you show everyone how much you prepare for it, and how big is the map pool you can play? Because the map veto, the beginning is crucial. We all recognize that. So yeah. I think the better team today are those that came with a big map pool from which they could choose and try not to get outplayed on that. Because also it's crucial to know, even if it's the first season, there are still some info out there on which maps are they confident, what are their trump cards, or which one do we know the list on that. So the more you add, the better.
So I mean, I don't want to call you out on this, but you guys had that perfect game on Chalet, 5-0. Not so wonderful on the other maps. You mentioned in the break how you were not very unprepared, but you weren't as prepared as perhaps you'd have liked to be for this. Is that exactly what you're talking about there? You just lost on Chalet?
I could reply what I just said, what I said earlier, and that's it. We played a lot Chalet because we have seen in Versus, in ESL, those are the most played games maps, and for the others, you have to find your own strategy. You have to learn for yourself. You need to practice them a lot. The time was very little between the Go for the Italy ESL tournament and Katowice, so there was little time to prepare. And also, we didn't really have the willpower, maybe because we were the underdog. We still are. So we weren't confident, but now we are motivated to.
I was saying, so you weren't confident coming into this issue. The underdogs coming from Italy, you went so short, but now you're feeling much better about that.
Oh, we're feeling much better, and we're definitely gonna try out most of the maps.
Yeah,
nice.
Map confidence. That's all you need.
So Derek, take me 6-4, 5-3, very, very close either way. Overtime, of course, on that first map. Chalet, were there any clear differences you see the Flamers did pull off that you didn't see happen in this game that you think should be easy adaptations for these teams coming forward?
All I know is I was a PENTA fan at the beginning, changed my vote to Gbot with their performance today, and they made me a liar.
But, I mean, we got to argue, like, the best teams may not always have the winning results, may not always have the best things, but the difference is they're consistent. PENTA there show us they can be consistent, and it's come through and pulled out wins for them.
Definitely.
I want to take a quick step over and look at the next game that's coming up. Sifu versus Warrior Team France. Do you know much about either of these teams?
Well, we did maybe have a Sifu, a Clan War, a scrim against Gifu once, and that was before we even possibly tried to go competitive. It didn't end badly, so we think highly of them. Instead about the TCM, I really like them. Their guys are great. I got to know them personally, and I'm rooting for them. I said that even before we even started, or the very first match today, which was against Aira. So I wouldn't know. There is my personal opinion. Okay. I am rooting for the TCM.
All right, that's fine. I want to talk a little bit about operators and your role within your squad. We saw Buck in that last game there on Chalet actually running the marksman rifle. The first time we've seen him running that in this game. Is there anything you personally know about Buck and the marksman rifle, or if you don't know anything,
what we've seen about Buck today, I believe, is that his speed in taking down. And making huge holes from which you can peek. I've seen that in Clubhouse today. I believe maybe it was the first match from TCM, and their back shot a big hole in the window outside, which was the little watchtower. As soon as he made the ball, he had clear vision of what was inside, so there was very little time for the enemy to react if he was there. And at the same time, when you're running, we've seen that the breaching charge isn't really the meta at the moment. Everyone runs grenades and the likes, and so you sometimes you're used to defenders blowing the trap holes around so they can quickly change the level and move around better as a roamer. But if the trap hole is still there, no one like Buck can take them down, because what are the attackers that go with the shotgun? Maybe some sledges that have the Mach 10, Mach 11 as a secondary, but otherwise you don't really have a mean to take down trap holes.
Yeah, trap holes. That works.
Yeah, so we've seen him in Oregon. They just goes there, one hit, and the trap is down, and he can rush it.
Yeah,
it's an interesting
so
point.
Buck is great.
We've seen you with some pretty beastie MP5 plays so far in your games. What is your role within your team? How is that defined?
Well, it's not what my role is, but it's how do you get into competitive.
Okay.
I believe it has to do with practice, a lot of practice, and of course you don't have the time at the beginning to play multiple roles, or if you do, it means you're already really confident and you've got skill to change the play style, because the play style is different, especially if you move from a operator with a high speed or a high armor. And so yeah, we stuck with Rook because the armor is essential. At the same time, I'm not that confident in my roaming skills because while I think I have a good map awareness, I wouldn't know about countering an enemy. I think there are great roamers in the tournament. They're like, hey, your whole team is gonna get stuck with me until you kill me. And often, hey, if you don't, you've been saying it yourself and the cast. If you don't kill the roamer, you're gonna get left behind on time, especially.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving that role to someone else, but it doesn't mean that I wouldn't take it at some point. But you need experience. So it's essential that at the very beginning, people sticks to one role so they can play it. It so goes that it's Rook on defense and it's Thatcher on attack. I do believe that it's much harder to learn how to attack.
Definitely.
Because on defense, you can learn from the others. You can see where they do the holes, what do they do reinforce, how do they stick so that they force the attackers to get on their line of sight and to peek. While in attackers, I think it really shines how good a team is because they attack theirs. They show how much, even if defenders, especially, apart from the roamers, the other guys don't really move much during the match, or at least we do, because we're not that confident. While the attackers do have to take all of the map into account from the very start. Yeah. So yeah, I think if you really want to measure for now team strength is by how they attack, and I was impressed by how. What the fuck? Where Team France showed how great they are at attacking the cabin in the airplane, which is known to be.
Yeah, it's a very tough place.
Because it's a tight place, and yeah, Glads can somehow disrupt from the windows, but when you get that down, you don't really move into his line of sight anymore. And they show great gameplay, especially from Hush, coming down from the manhole, trap hole, and then rushing in quickly. So yeah, it shows how great they are.
Perfect. Thank you very much. There's a whole wealth of information. We're going to take a little bit of time to digest it, little settle in. We're going to run to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Sifu versus Warrior Team France as our penultimate game for the day.